Hello everyone, my name is sean893 and today I'll be doing a commentary of a 1 versus 1 battle we play. It's me against a player named Aura Deal, and so I'm using a guy, the Panda Warrior. He's a tank class, and Aura is going to be using Badang as a fighter. Note that we had some rules. Before we start, I like to I've discussed with Aura Deal already, and that we had agreed to some certain 1 versus 1 rules. So the rules of this 1 versus 1 deal is, in terms of the win conditions, we win the 1 versus 1 deal by either getting 3 kills first or destroying the inhibitor turret at any lane. Which means if I get 3 kills first, I win the deal. Or if I destroy the inhibitor turret. Same goes for him. So without further ado, I'll jump right into the game. So here we are, both marching towards the mid lane. It's the place where normally, which happens in 1 versus 1s. We always meet at mid lane first. And there we go, we started meeting each other, and he tries to use his flying fist, but it kind of missed me. He tries to harass me, but it failed 2 times. And I throw my frog, and I use my second skill, and I managed to hit him. So look at that. I managed to throw the frog at him and stun him first, followed by the 1000-pounder skill, which is to jump and stun him after he gets the frog. So as you can see right now, on the health bar wise, I do have the advantage here. And the frog hits him again. I might have decided to hit him in front of the turret, but I did that just to harass him. I'm not going to let Aura farm as much creep as he wants. And there's the second medium wave cleared, and I'm going to push the turret now. But for some reason, I decided to switch to top lane because there is a jungling creep, yeah, that one right there on the goal, just below me. I'm gonna farm him. Alright, here. Now take a look at this. In a 1 versus 1, while during an early game, it's always helpful to farm a jungling gold creep like this one while you're inside the area of the minions. And why do I say that's a very good strategy? It's because while you're hitting down the gold jungling creep, as the enemy minions die, you get experience points and gold. So with the addition of farming the jungling creep, as opposed to a hero that's going to fight in mid lane, I'm going to have the farming advantage over him in this regard. As you can see there, 46 gold, I'm earning it. Minions doing the work for me. And look at Vanang, he's pushing the tower right now, but the tower is under high defense mode right now, so to speak. Yes, you can see the force field lighting up right there. The turret's still in high protection mode, so I decided not to go after him. Rather, I decided to continue to farm instead. And look at the gold difference right now. It's already 500 over. So what that means is I'm going to be stronger than aura when it comes to 1 versus 1. Now, after I recall, I decided to go for the bottom lane because I know there's another jungling gold creep right there. So I'm gonna go for this one first before engaging him. And that's another minion wave clear, and I'm going for the jungling gold creep. Let's see what Aura's doing. Okay, the tower's no longer protected. I could push the turrets right now, but I choose not to because for me, I believe farming was important first.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Let's take a look at the items that I've had. So up to this point, both of us had rapid boots, which adds up our movement speed by 80, and I purchased 3 mana necklaces and a leather jerkin and a dagger. It sounds a bit weird when you look at someone who purchased 3 mana necklace, but I kinda needed it because Akai has mana and he needs to use mana to use his skill. So if I am to clear the minion wave fast, I have to spam the frog skill and the 1000 pounder skill on him. And that's why I need a fast mana refill. And meanwhile, Aura has already destroyed the first turret at the bottom lane, at the top lane, sorry. And I'm coming after him right now. Look, we have a 2-level difference right here. Aura's going after a neutral creep, which I don't think it's a very good move in my opinion. I think that if you want to farm a neutral jungling creep on 1 versus 1s, you better do it with minions beside you. Just like I did here once again. So now we have a 700 gold difference, so to speak. He managed to get the turret, but I noticed that he's in half health right now, so I'm gonna go after him. And look at that. He tries to ulti me, but here I am, I'm gonna ulti back on him. And I missed the frog. The leather jerkins really did do some help. And he's gonna try inspire, but I'm gonna dodge it. That guy just wasted his inspire and he managed to barely run away. He managed to barely run away. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep him right there, so I'm not gonna let him farm any further from here. It's a good move for me, I guess, just to force that guy back to his own base. And then I can just go and farm the creeps on my own. It's a pretty good move by Aura though. He moved behind his turrets. I can't disagree a thing about that. And looky here, he's back here in full health. And so far it's not towards my advantage. Sometimes I am questioning why I decide to harass him even though I'm in low health. But for now, the better move for me is to just farm the gold jungling creep again with the minions, with another minion wave being cleared. And you look at the goal difference right now, it's going so big. And what's he doing? Oh, he's farming the turtle. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't farm the turtle right now. Especially when I'm a tank. And I got down one turret here. Just look at the goal difference right now. I'm 4,600 and he's only 3,600 right now. So I have higher farm than him in this regard.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Aura gets the secondary turret at the top lane, but I don't feel too much affected by that. And he's not gonna come after me even though he has these 5 minions with him. In my opinion, I believe he should have tried to come after me, instead of letting me hit those minions and grab all the farm, which was quite a mistake in my opinion. He's in low health, so I decided to go after him. Here's his ulti. He will not escape this time. He will not escape this time.
First blood. Wiped out.
You can try to ulti Akai, but thankfully I have the blade armor purchased. Yeah, I have 90 bonus armor, so his ulti isn't that painful as it was before. So right now, while he's resurrecting, I'll probably would want to defend the top lane because there's a whole lot of minions on that side. I can't afford to let the inhibitor go down, otherwise I'll be losing this deal.
Your team destroyed a turret. Resurrecting soon. Our turret has been destroyed.
I find it interesting to try to ulti on the minions because minions do take a long time for tanks to kill. Minions do take a long time for tanks to kill. So I'm gonna go down the bottom lane and let's see what Aura's doing. He's taking care of another minion wave at the mid lane, and he's gonna try and push for the mid for the mid turret, which is kind of understandable. A good move in my opinion. But then I'm coming right in, and I'm gonna try to engage him. He does a fairly good job though. After pushing down the secondary mid turret, he leaves these minions there for me to handle. I try to corner him, but he manages to escape with one of his skills. But look at the gold difference right now. I farmed 2,000 gold, exactly 2,000 more than him. And what I'll do next is to try to farm, try to clear the lanes, try to clear the top lane. Oh, if you hadn't seen the purple numbers appearing by now, I decided to purchase the Wind Talker. And I got the Sky Guardian helmet already, so what that means is it's going to help me a lot on engaging against Badang for that matter. Because even though it looks like I might be in low HP and he's about to kill me, I can just go out of the battlefield for a brief moment before coming right back to him. You can see the effect of the Sky Guardian helmet is taking place right now. A total of 600 damage of both crits on the magic and physical damage. I like that. And Aura's gonna have to try to defend his turret, so to speak. He tries to kill me with Inspire, but my ulti helps me to run away from him, and once again his Inspire has gotten to waste. He might have done some damage to me, but look at that, I'm regaining health with the Sky Guardian helmet. He may have gotten the buff from the neutral creep, but that's not going to do much. And I'm about to reach maximum level right here. So the other two lanes, the top and bottom, are under in favor of me because there's a lot more minions on the top and bottom lane. And he's going to try to defend the top lane right now, which is pretty much understandable. So meanwhile, I will try to pressure the mid tower a little bit. We can all see from this point that our first and second skills doesn't hurt that much. Both of us will last pretty long in battle. I get damaged by his ulti again, but I don't care too much because the Sky Guardian helmet is helping me again. And while this guy does defend the bottom lane, I'm going to try to switch lanes to top and so on. He didn't use his ulti quite well this time. And what I do is I'm running to switch at the top lane just to get more farm. Just to try and get more farm. There's 3 machines right there. So, but I see the minions from the mid lane are coming, so I have to defend the inhibitor turret at all costs. Oh, that's a pretty excellent move by Aura. He just farmed the jungling creep. So, this guy's gonna go and pressure the bottom lane, which sounds pretty okay to me. But I'm gonna try to come after him. He doesn't manage to get the turret in time. And looks like he's trying to farm a creep. Oh, that guy's cornered here.
You have slain an enemy. Wiped out.
Yep, he's cornered. You shouldn't really try to farm a neutral creep when I'm around. Before that, let's take a look at the items as to why. Oh, alright. So Aura actually went on full on attack and some kind of magic item I couldn't identify. But he had no defense. That guy had no defense items on his hand, which kind of allows me to track him down easily. And the reason why I might have given him such a big damage is I purchased the Blade of Despair at that spot. So yeah, I killed him pretty easily right there. And here's another gold jungling creep that I'm gonna get in front of the minions. Nothing beats more than this kind of move. And right now I am 1 kill away from winning this deal. Just clearing off the minions for the machines to go and do its work. And he tries to save it, but not in time. In a 1 versus 1, if you see a lot of minions coming at either lane, it's gonna be, in my opinion, it's a really excellent move to engage on their lane, because right there you're gonna have a lot of fun. Really, a lot of fun. And for some reason they decided to recall. I don't know what I was doing there for a second right there. Maybe I was typing something to him, but I don't know. Here's another minion wave coming at the mid lane. And I'm just doing my work on clearing it. And he just purchased the rock power potion. Alright, let's stop here. I just realized this was my final 1 versus 1 with this guy. Let's take a look at these items again. Alright, so I have the Wind Talker, I have the Demonic Wings, which will reduce my damage taken by 50% when I'm below half health. I also have the Blade Armor, which means that he will take damage as he does his basic attacks to me, plus a 90 physical armor. And I have the Blade of Despair, which makes Akai really painful on his basic attacks, especially the frog marker right there. As for him, he does have some items that increases his crit chance and his attack speed, and also some of his physical attack, but it looks like, judging from the both of our max HP bars, I have the advantage once more. And besides that, there's gonna be 2 minions to help me. And let's take a look at the final deal. So I decide to ulti and try to silence him. Yeah, the ulti pretty much decided. It was my ultimate that ultimately got Aura into submission, because as much as I like to admit that his damage per second is just as good, if he gets silenced by Akai's ulti, and since Akai's ulti is a physical damage base, the Blade of Despair is gonna take out a lot of his health. So if you just saw what happened just now, I think that if Aura doesn't get knocked down or get pinned by my ulti, he would still have a chance to win this fight and possibly win the deal by pushing to smash down my base bottom inhibitor turret. But since he got hit by my ulti and I pinned him to a wall, I pretty much basically win him at this point. And that's gonna be it. 3 kills, and the win goes to me. So, what you can take away from this replay analysis is that number one, you need to understand what your opponent is planning at the first place on early game, regardless of which hero you use. There are some 1 versus 1s where on early game I would just try to clear the first minion wave on mid lane and suddenly sprint up to either top or bottom lane. And number two, you have to take good notice of your item build, which I think Aura pretty much has a good item build. It's just that he got silenced by my ulti, so I don't see anything wrong with his build as for now. And number three, in our 1 versus 1s, speed matters a lot. The movement speed matters a lot, as well as the stuns. And this is pretty much self-explanatory. Number 4 takeaway is in 1 versus 1s, you can try to engage him when you have minions beside you. Think of your minions as your mini player teammates. The more minions you have with you while you're engaging the enemy hero, the better the deal is gonna fare for you. Because for Akai, if he can just use his ulti and pin the enemy hero to a place where it is within the minion's range, the minions are gonna do damage along with Akai as well. So anyway, a very great deal. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you next time. Bye!